Did you know that the thyroid gland can not just affect your character and career, but it can also affect your marriage? Let us try to understand how it happens. This gland, which barely weighs 40 grams, it not just takes care of your metabolism, but it also takes care of various other functions, including the function of adrenal gland and reproductive system. And through these two organs and many others, it can also affect your character as well as the way you respond to even the very single stimuli. And this can also reflect in your marriage. Some of the common ways that it affects your marriage are as follows. 1. There is absolute lack of energy. There is barely any energy to do even the basic chores like cooking and cleaning, and this often leads to frustration. 2. There is extreme fatigue. Because of the fatigue, it leads to irritability because the affected person is always thinking about his or her incapabilities. 3. Highly forgetful. As we all know, marriage is not just about doing the 50-50%. It is also about taking care of the very basic things to keep the marriage together. But often, when you end up with forgetfulness, you forget about doing the basic things, and that leads to misunderstandings. And this is one of the common complaints I get to hear from my patients, that because of the disease, they are forgetful, and that is reflecting in the marriage in the form of dissatisfaction. The very same word used by many of the patients. 3. There is body image issues. With hyperthyroidism, you end up with extreme weight loss, and with hypothyroidism, you often end up with weight gain, and that too belly fat, hormonal belly or abdominal belly, often affecting the affected party's confidence levels. 5. There is emotional turbulence. We know that when there is thyroid dysfunction, the patient is not just affected physically or at their gut level, they are also affected at the mental spectrum, often ending up with anxiety, overthinking, negativity, rage, anger, frustration. And this also reflects in their basic character, and because of this, there is always a parallel universe running in them, and that gets reflected in every single word they speak up, and which leads to misunderstandings. 6th, and the most important one, lack of libido. Most often, people are hesitant to speak about it. Unless and until you probe deeper into it, they won't speak about it because of the societal pressures we have. But if we are to understand, this lack of libido is not something to be ashamed about. Rather, it is to be addressed. It happens mainly because of two factors. 1, the affected person is often extremely fatigued, so there is lack of energy. 2, there is also extreme dryness. Dryness per vagina is one of the common complaints being complained by women with hypothyroidism as well as hyperthyroidism. Interestingly, both the conditions can be treated and made better. Not just this, but all the others that we have enlisted out here can be treated and made better. So do not forget to share this with your partner and find a solution for the issues that you are suffering from.